Behind me is my Miami blue BMW M3 and also my brand new car. As you can see, this BMW M3 will always be the love of my life. It was my first love. Well, this car has seen it all. We took it to Wales. We had a great time, didn't we, Leo?
Wales was sick.
We took it to the Lake District and we also had an amazing time.
We did.
And finally, we put a D-cat on it, sports cat on it, and made it sound incredible. That sounds crazy. That sounds crazy. But all journeys must come to an end at one point. And while this journey has been incredible and I've loved every second of it, it's time to move on to bigger and better things. So, introducing my brand new BMW F80 M3. Look at this. You guys cannot sit there and tell me right now that this car isn't 1,000 times the BMW M3 That car is beautiful, let's not get this wrong, right? But hell, this is an M car. And I'm only 20 years old. So I have bought my dream car, literally my dream car. Leo, on my wallpaper on my computer, I have a BMW M3, don't I? You do. Exactly. And I've had that on since 2020, 6 years ago, when I was 14. And now, this is my F80 M3. And it is incredible and I love it so much. Might as well run you guys through the spec. Individual azurite black metallic. Beautiful. What a beautiful piece. And in the sun, the reason why it's individual is sometimes it just looks black. In the sun goes this beautiful navy blue colour. That looks incredible, doesn't it, Leo? It does. It does look incredible. Inside right here we have the Silverstone Merino seats, I think that's what they're called. But it is a beautiful, beautiful interior colour choice, isn't it? Half the reason I bought this car was just for the interior because it's so nice. And can't forget, sunny roof, looks beautiful on the inside. Yes, I know a sunroof was a free option, but I don't. Yes, I know a sunroof was a free option, but it's better than a carbon roof. And as you can see around the back here, the M3 badge. Yes, it is an M3, even though it looks incredibly stock right now. I promise you, it is. Quad tips as well, just to prove it. Look at the batty on that. Actually, just quickly on the 235, we have new wheels on here. So yeah, we put new wheels on the BMW M235i just to get a new car a week later, but yeah, it was probably a bad decision on my part, but it looks amazing and one of you guys can buy this car. It's not up for a raffle. I don't think I will do a raffle, only because I don't want to lose loads of money on the car if no one buys the tickets. That's just completely honest. But if you guys are interested, it's up for sale right now. I had it up for 13. I think I'm now dropping it to £12,500. So head over to Marketplace. I actually put the link in the description if you are interested, or message me on Instagram. It's a beautiful car and it's been well looked after. Look at that. But enough about the 235 and more about the F80 M3. As you can see, I haven't got the private plates on it. Today we're putting them on. Today we're putting on the private plates. It's gonna look stupendous, and finally it will actually feel like my car, and people will actually know it's me as well because I'm kind of trolling around. But incognito, the spec is very CEO of a business, isn't it?
It's a little bit grandad.
It's a little bit grandad. Today's video is brought to you by Carly. If you don't know what Carly is, this little OBD scanner right here can plug into your car so you don't have to pay the mechanic hundreds and hundreds of pounds just to diagnose the issue, not even to fix it. So not only is this good for you DIYers out there, it's good for everyone because no one wants to waste money paying the mechanic hundreds of pounds, not in this economy at least. What you need to do, plug in the OBD scanner, add the car onto the app and hit connect. So while this connects, Carly can not only read and diagnose your car, it can also unlock hidden functions that the manufacturer decided to hide. Not only this, it can do a mileage checker, which I love and I used when I bought my BMW M3. So let's hit diagnostics. Let's scan your car, Leo. Leo, you're a little bit nervous?
Feeling a little bit shaky.
You know what I mean? I'm a little bit worried. Yeah. Oh, very bad, Leo. And you've got two faults on your engine. What have we got here? Valvetronic servo motor position, short circuit or line disconnection. You know about this, Leo?
I did not.
As you can see, it's not only engine faults. You've got air conditioning faults.
Oh.
You've got driving stabilisation faults. So you'll probably be all right. So what we're going to do, we're going to hit clear issues and we're going to clear them. And if anything stays, or after you do a rescan, anything stays there, maybe then you should probably look into it. That's my suggestion anyway. So as you can see, Carly can do so much more than just diagnosing your car, which I love so much. And a used car check is my favourite thing in the world. I don't know, Leo, do you want to do a used car check?
I've never done this.
You've never done it, so you know what this is. So this is really cool. You can actually see the correct mileage of your car. It will compare what your mileage says on your dash to your gearbox. And if the gearbox one is lower, it's higher than the dash one, well, I'm sorry to say, your car's been clocked back. But let's have a little go. Mileages. Let's just check the mileages. As you can see, the current mileage from dashboard is in kilometers, so you can work this out yourself. But this is the span from lowest to high mileage. That's okay, right?
Because yeah, it's only within 2,000 kilometers.
Which means most likely, Leo, you've done a few wheel spins, haven't you? Yeah, that adds to your mileage. So that's 9 times out of 10. That hasn't been clocked back, which is great. Thank you so much, Carly, for sponsoring today's video. And if you are interested in Carly, make sure to click the link in the description and use the code on screen right now for some money off your order. Because why would you not want this? It's so helpful. I use it all the time when buying a car. And surprisingly, I actually buy a lot of cars these days. Click the link in the description if you are interested. I love this thing. Yeah, I mean, just take it in, guys. Obviously, we have the hump in the bonnet, which looks amazing. That just looks so cool, doesn't it?
It does.
Very trippy. So these wheels are ferric grey. Now, ferric grey wasn't the same as these, but 437M ferric grey are still diamond cut, so you can still see the silver, and this is apparently the rarest choice you can get on wheels for the F series M cars that have 437Ms. Apparently it's the rarest choice. It's amazing. So just before we get into putting the private plates on, I just want to say that this car is actually a one of one. So there's 67 BMW F80 M3s ever made in azurite black. Remember that. Azurite black plus the Silverstone merino interior means there's only 11 made in the whole country. And finally, to make it a one of one in the UK, the sunroof. No other car in the UK is spec'd with azurite black, Silverstone merino interior, and the sunroof.
That's pretty cool.
It is pretty cool. Should we do a little rev comparison?
Let's do it.
Go on. It's so loud.
It is loud.
Yeah.
Give it some.
Why is that so loud?
It sounds pretty cool.
That does sound good. But let's test on the BMW M2 35i. Should we go in there?
Yeah. I do not remember it being that loud.
What the?
When was it that loud? My ears genuinely hurt.
The good old days.
I do not remember that. Oh
So,
my god.
What car do you think sounds better? The BMW M2 35i with the N55 or the BMW M3 with the S55? I think they're a bit different, you know. This car, single turbo, stage 2 plus with the big pops, and this car just completely stock twin turbo, and the twin turbos on an inline 6 never sounds that great. Oh my, I feel it on me.
It's mad.
Oh my god, it smells like fireworks. Oh, it's on my leg. It hits my leg. Whoever gets this car next is going to enjoy every second of it. So if you are interested, drop me a message right now. So we spoke a little bit about the engine, but here it is, the S55. You find this in all M3s, M4s and M2 competitions, maybe a few, I think maybe the X3M as well, right?
Yeah,
I think so, but this is it, right? Very, very reliable. It looks amazing, as you can tell. Only one slight issue. If you want to tune this car, just step away from the ticket. If you want to tune this car, unfortunately, you need to take out a mortgage. Why is that, Leo?
I can't remember.
The crank hub.
Ah, yes, of course.
So this engine is plagued with crank hub issues. Now, if you do constant kick downs in this car, the engine's gonna blow up. because of the crank arm will spin and it'll blow up the engine.
Literally blow up.
Literally will blow up. But eventually, when that is fixed, we'll then tune the car and it's going to sound incredible. I'm thinking I might tune it on the GTS style tune very soon, only because I want to adjust the burbles. Because the non-comps, which I didn't know until recently, don't have burbles.
I don't know that.
My 235 had burbles, for God's sake.
I've got burbles.
Exactly. All right, guys, let's get the private plates G24 CDB onto the F80 M3 finally, so I actually feel like my car and you guys can recognize me while I'm out. Let's start with the back one because it's easy, because we've already got magnet plates on here. Let's get her off. All right, there we go. Hopefully they're not stuck down because that would be incredibly annoying.
Hey.
Perfect.
Look at that.
Oh, they're just metal.
Yeah, mine were like that.
This is incredibly hard to do, guys, so please pay attention, okay? So these are magnets, yeah, and what you've got to do is...
I think you can line it up a bit better.
Probably.
You got to take them foam things off. Look at that.
There we go. It is so grimy. I think we're going to have to give this a little wash, aren't we?
Possibly.
Oh, it's got a fucking plate holder, that's annoying.
Hey.
We'll dispose of this safely. All right. Or do we just stick it on top of the plate holder?
Come on, boy. Ooh, that's dirty.
Oh.
So much better looking.
Right, here we go. Back one is on. The front one is a bit of a sticky situation. Technically, we're not allowed to do this, but what we're going to do is we're going to stick it in the windscreen for now until I'm getting new headlights soon. And when I get new headlights soon, we need to take off the bumper anyway, so then I will put the magnets on, okay? Sorry, Mr. Policeman. Promise you, it's the only thing slightly dodgy about my car. It's in the windscreen though. I'm not doing this to avoid getting speed cameras or whatever. I'm just doing this to avoid rearing in my bumper as I've just bought the car. That being said, look how nice it looks without a front plate. It does look better.
It does.
I wish we could run no front plate in the UK. Alright gang, here we go. Thought we'd rock up to the local Sainsbury's and for a little drive on the channel. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you guys. I've had this car for a week now, okay? So, I have been driving it a bit. I know how it feels. I know how it drives. It's got a little sunroof. Alright, you guys ready to see a pull in first gear with DCT?
Oh no.
Oh, that was okay.
That was okay.
That was okay. Maybe it wasn't a big enough pull. Ready?
Oh!
That just gripped.
The grip on this car.
There you go.
Oh my god!
So this car, 430 horsepower, about 500 newton meters of torque, which is the same horsepower as the 235, about 150 less newton meters.
Doesn't feel like it now.
It feels faster.
Yeah.
Like, not by a crazy margin, but just by just enough, you know?
Yeah.
Just enough. Where it feels like, but this car isn't made for speed necessarily. You can tell it's so much more than just speed. Front end is just so pokey. Brakes do need upgrading. Yeah. First gear pull. The DCT is very dailyable in comfort mode. You can drive it however you want in comfort, okay? Don't let anyone fool you. A DCT is very comfortable as a daily. Leo's got one.
Exactly.
It's not this one.
Yeah.
It does feel completely different, doesn't it?
It does.
Yo!
Yo! How do you like my new car?
What?
Because
Say, what do you think of the Miami Blue, cuz?
Miami Blue's better than this, bro.
What the fuck is that, cuz?
Bro, it's individual Azurite black, bro.
This is individual wrapped Miami Blue, straight from Bradford, cuz.
No way, bro. That's wicked, bro. That's wicked. That's wicked.
Wow! Oh my god!
Shit, Allah. Leo's just sat there arching his back to get some photos. But oh my god, does this car just look incredible. Look at that. Without the front plate as well, looks amazing. It's gonna go on, I promise. But yeah, we gave it a nice little clean. Beautiful 437Ms. I was supposed to put spaces on this week, but the weather's not been great and I just can't really be asked. Probably next week if the weather's better. But look how good it looks on the back. I love the back. Obviously, it's... So this is a really interesting thing that I didn't know. I thought these lights weren't stock. Well, they are stock, but I thought they were put on. But I was wrong. Because, basically, these are the LCI tail lights. And they came out literally in September 2015. This car was was registered September the 4th, 2015. So some cars that was with a 65 plate doesn't actually have these tail lights. And I think these tail lights are miles better. Honestly, I am in awe that I have able to got this at 20 years old. It is amazing. And the insurance is really good. Only 2,500 Great British pounds a year at every angle. I just love this car. Sunroof. Oh, I love it without the front bumper. I love it. It looks so aggressive.
It is so nice.
Yeah.
Look at this.
Oh, look at that. Carbon fiber. Real carbon fiber. Proper BMW. Bubble, bubble. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video, and I really hope you guys are all as excited as me. Finally start modding the BMW M3. Kind of rhyme, that's cool. And technically we did our first mod today. Plate delete, but plate's there, but put the private plates on. Next video, we got so many more mods planned, and I'm so excited. Probably the first thing we're gonna do is get rid of these awful headlights. It looks so much like a 4 Series. Now the front bumper's off, less so, but still a bit 4 Series here, isn't it?
A little bit.
A little bit. So yeah, guys, what do we think? I cannot believe I was able to buy my dream car at 20 years old. A lot of you guys are going to be talking about the insurance. Insurance is £2,500 a year, fully comprehensive. If you guys never want to miss an update, head over to my TikTok right now and drop me a follow. It's on screen now. And thank you guys so much for watching. See every single one of you guys in the next video. Goodbye.